Thunderlow Junction.
All right, we're back. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's the sound meaning we are back. If you were confused about that.
So basically, these past few weeks, it's no secret I've been homeless. But if you take a look behind me, if you take a look behind door number one, people, if you take a look behind door number one, you'll actually notice that I am not in a home right now.
Not. He has a home. He went unhomeless. Is that home? Home?
I'm
Not less,
homed.
but more.
I'm
He's
homed.
homed.
I'm home more.
And let's just say he may or may not have actually, he was casting his line out. He's just waiting for a bite. He had that worm was hanging on there.
And I
He
went,
got it.
or no,
You didn't.
I didn't go. Somebody else went. But yeah, we have a sponsor. I was able to get my apartment back until I fly back to Missouri. So I'm not at liberty to discuss what it is right now. We're still it's finalized. I have the money clearly, but we can't talk about it right now. We can't talk about it right now.
It's under wraps. But we will be unveiling that sponsored message in subsequent
the next time we're together, yeah.
times. Yeah. I think
Once we're reunited in
episode.
person. Correct, yeah. Because we made it. This is our final episode away from each other. Isn't that crazy? We did it. 9 weeks.
We did. Took I sent him out to search for advertisers, and I really thought it was just a waste of time, because obviously he went homeless. There was a brief stint where you didn't bathe for a while, right? And you smelled awful.
Yeah, there was a it got so I didn't even know it could get to a point to it was this bad, but there was actually green visible odor misting off of my person.
Stink lines.
There were cartoon stink lines coming out of my bungle crack.
And when you did
What's
anything,
funny?
I don't know, like if you walked into a room, it would go like a foghorn.
That literally happened 27 times while I was homeless. He would
walk past flowers, and they would die.
That's what they would do. You
were just silent.
Oh, you didn't hear it? The noise canceling of the headphones probably must have. I was doing the the air sound, like the Yes, that's exactly it. How come I can hear it when you do it?
I guess mine's better.
Here, wait. Let me do it again. Can you hear it now?
Not really. It kind of cuts out.
Oh, okay. Okay, tight, tight, tight.
You want to know something? You want to know something? Guess what I have? Try to just guess the novelty item I'm holding in my right hand.
What you have?
Some bubblegum tape.
Oh, you're the one. You make bath
Is that a thing?
time so much fun.
Huh?
Remember that song
Hubba
from
Bubba?
Sesame Street?
Hubba Bubba made bath time fun?
Yeah, 'cause the bubbles.
But Hubba... Like, chewing gum?
Yeah, like it makes bubbles in the bath. You know, everybody likes bubbles in the bath. You never had bubbles in the bath?
What
Jacob,
about...
you never
I
had
think
bubbles
I
in the
told
bath?
Okay, maybe I actually did have bubbles, but I was a Mr. Bubble fan, not whatever you used.
Hubba bubba.
One time I actually think I like wrote in or I sent a letter or something into Mr. Bubble so that they would send me merchandise, and I got a shirt from Mr. Bubble. That's a true story. What about the Sesame Street song Letter B? You know, like the Beatles.
Let
Let
it
her
be
be.
like that.
But it's like the letter B.
A full song about the letter B seems like too much because there's so like do they have like 25 other songs?
Well, it's the pun. It's the pun.
What's the pun?
The song, the real song is Let Her Be. The pun
Right,
is
but-
Let Her Be.
Well, right.
What, do you
but
just want them to make puns that don't make sense?
No, I'm saying because the whole point of Sesame Street is learning. And so
Letter
we're gonna, like-
H. Letter H.
no,
It's like,
not
what
the
is that?
same song. I mean a different song. I mean a different song for every letter with a pun.
That's a lot of work. C is for cookie. That's an original
Okay,
song.
so they do have a song for everyone. That's just I was just
They probably
asking
do.
a question. Okay, I was just asking a
But
question.
they don't have to all be.
Why are you jumping down my throat right now? There's something I need to talk about really quick.
Which is?
Last time, I don't know if you watched my episode, but I did alone.
I did.
So I was talking about the Moose Tracks Nation giveaway email
Yeah.
and also the White Claw email.
Uh-huh. And how you're begging to win.
And I never win. I'm actually like seriously getting mad right now just thinking about it. They sent me an email today.
Who? The Moose Track
No,
people?
White Claw.
Okay.
Subject line, winner, winner. I've literally never felt such joy in my entire existence. I thought I was
Yeah.
going to Coachella with a group of my friends, all expenses
For
paid
free.
for free on White Claw.
We spared no expense. You know, John Hammond.
I opened the email and it says, people have been asking us. People have been asking us if people are actually winning these contests, okay? So here's a list of the people that won the contest. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Isn't that so funny? Jacob, water.
Huh?
Water. Can you give me water? Jacob. Can you please give me water, Jacob? Jacob, please give me water. Please give me water. My throat. My throat.
you
My
said-
throat. Please give me
oh.
water. Please give me water. Oh, my
I
throat.
can
Jacob,
give you water.
please. It kills my
Hold
throat.
on.
It kills.
Just hold on.
Oh
hold
my
your-
God.
Horses, bud.
My
But yeah, I'll
horses
get
have
you
been
water.
held. My horses are being held. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm all right. Just
I really needed this water. It was my throat.
no problem, Big Hoss. You know, that's what I'm there for. So, just wanted to give you some water. You know how it goes. It's all good. Just chug away. You know. Slurp it. You're parched. I get it.
Could you tell how parched I was?
Most definitely. You were coughing up a storm.
All right, is that all you have to say, or?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Thank you. Thank you, Ben.
yeah.
For
I got my
real.
own water right here too.
Ooh, anything fun in it, or just regular schmegula water?
Nah, just regular.
Okay. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
okay. That's
What are you gonna
classic.
do?
That's classic. That's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. I've been watching. Speaking of, did they say that in Back to the Future, or did he just say it's an oldie where I come from, or something?
Yeah, he just says it's an oldie where I come from. I just watched it recently. I just rewatched Back to the Future like 2 days ago after the Oscars.
Yeah, well, I rewatched the first and the second one. And it like cut out your audio, so it was just like it was you doing that face, and then the second half, so it was just like yeah.
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
no, Griff and Biff and all of them. It's just such amazing acting, and
Yeah,
I just wanna shout
I
out.
really. What's his name that plays that character?
oh gosh, I don't know. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Martin
I-
Sheen.
I think or no, Charlie Sheen or Martin Sheen.
Charlie Sheen as Biff Tannen.
Thomas F. Wilson. If anybody knows,
Are you
know,
serious?
what?
That's the actor's name?
Yeah, AKA Martin Sheen. But he, the bully episode of SpongeBob with Flats the flounder.
Yeah.
He's Flats. He's Flats.
Oh, yeah.
I love what's his name? Who's the or not the yellow? Who's the pink guy? Sponge
That's
Boy is always hanging out
Patrick.
with.
That's Patrick.
Oh, well,
He,
there's a humorous scene where Patrick is on the phone with Sponge Boy, and he's talking about what? And he's talking about how he ran into his old community college friend Flats. And that, I just think that is such a funny like what Patrick went to community college. I don't know. It's just a very funny throwaway line.
Yeah, is that from like an early season of SpongeBob or?
I think so. Earlier. Early-ish. Are you a
Alright,
you
so
a
here-
sponge?
This is. Am I a sponge? No.
Oh, you started freaking out, so I stopped my sentence. You like got a headache or something. I don't know.
No, I was just gonna say we're really like, I genuinely have so much to talk about today, and we have to get to Beebletrix's comment, and we're just talking about Patrick.
Well, give me some prompts or give me.
No, here's the thing. You're just the quality. I don't know if it's recording better on the recording, but the quality of you is actually the lowest quality image I've ever seen. It's actually good now. Anytime you move, it literally gets so bad.
It looks fine for me. I'll tell you that.
Okay, that's interesting because mine looks fine for me.
Well, yours looks fine for me as well.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll just have to see what it looks like in post, won't we?
What do you want to talk about?
No, I have something. I have a couple stories I want to share.
Okay, Story Master.
Oh, you're too funny. I went to, while I was homeless, I went to this park. I took a bus. Please don't show me Oppenheimer right now. Please. Oh yeah. It's just gonna show. Yeah.
While you were homeless?
That episode of Goosebumps I watched at my grandmother's house when I was in elementary school, and it scared me to my core. It actually, like, it was to the point where at school people would be like, let's go look at the Goosebumps books in the library, and I would decline.
You know what? Not to get, we got to get to your story.
No,
but
I can't. I don't even care about my story anymore. It's just.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking about, I used to, for a bit, for myself. This was for nobody but myself. Okay? In elementary school.
Right?
Or maybe it was middle school. Whichever. When we would go to the library every, like, other Thursday or whatever it was, I would go and get every issue of Dog Fancy that they had and line them all, and just flip through, but hold it up so that everybody could see I was reading Dog Fancy as a bit, but only for myself. Like, nobody would ever walk by and be like, oh, he likes Dog Fancy, that's funny. It was just, so then then I was just a dude reading Dog Fancy. Like, nobody thought it was funny because they didn't know it was a joke.
Were you actually reading it, or were you just looking?
No,
like blankly?
I was just pretending to. I was looking blankly at it, pretending to be invested in it.
Dude, that's awesome. Because the thing
Right?
is, you say no one saw you, someone saw.
Somebody saw, but they didn't go, oh, that's funny. He's ironically reading Dog Fancy.
There's
They
somebody
were just
else.
like, Jacob is obsessed with dogs.
Yeah, there's another podcast out there somewhere where someone's telling a story about the guy in their elementary school who used to always read Dog Fancy. And that podcast is called The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, well, I did. It was only a couple years I was in school with Joe, but it was.
Well,
just a brief
around then,
period.
what did he go by? He didn't go by Joe then, did he?
No, he went as Baldy McBaldy, because he was actually bald
Wow.
then, and then he grew hair for like Fear Factor and Zookeeper and stuff, but then he went bald again for the podcast.
That's really interesting, actually.
Yeah. Baldy McBaldy. And
Baldy McBaldy. That's like a
'cause he-
government birth name.
no, that was just a cruel, little schoolhouse.
Oh, that's just what he
nickname
went
we would
by.
use
His
to
name
tease him.
is Joe.
His name is his name is Joe.
Okay. You.
I think his middle name is Biden, actually.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, not to get political. Uh-oh. But yeah, he moved into town for like 2 years, and then he moved away. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. Anyway, you used to fake read Dog Fancy. I remember I have a clear memory from, it must have been kindergarten or first grade, and I got a chapter book from the library, and I just had it on my desk, and I was just pretending that I could read the chapter book.
That's pretty good.
And like my teacher would walk by, and I would like flip, I was like instantly retaining every single page.
Oh, like you'd flip way too fast.
Yeah, I'd just be like I was reading that fast a chapter book.
So your teacher's just like, okay, so Lucas is a moron. He's
Yeah,
just
no, yeah.
3 pages.
That was like,
What's worse? What's worse, me holding up Dog Fancy, or you going? I really don't know.
we're just both.
Both of us.
morons.
What are the odds? Both of us have a story about us not reading and just wanting it to look like we were reading.
I mean, the odds, they were pretty high, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I actually need to tell this story. When I was homeless, I went to this park. Actually, let me see what it's called, because I swore I went past this park the other day and it looked extremely nice. So I took a bus to MacArthur Park. Guys, don't go to this park. Do not go to MacArthur Park. I arrived there, and there were actually people tweaking. The entire park was people tweaking. And
Like legitimate, like off of drugs.
yes, like rolling on the
okay.
ground, like tweaking. And the genuinely never mind. I can't I'm bailing on this story.
What?
I'm totally bailing on this story. I just don't go to this
You're,
park.
Like,
Do not
you're,
go
like,
to
not
this park.
comfortable?
Do
Okay.
not go to this park. Anyway, when I was leaving the park, I was sitting down on the bus, and there was a woman who got on the bus, probably about 40 years old, did not speak English, just Spanish. She entered the bus with 2 carts with wheels, and the bus took off, and her cart started shifting all over the place, and she just looked at me and was like, necesito, move, necesito, move. And I was like, huh? I stood up out of my seat, and she sat down. And then grabbed her carts and
What a
held them
genius.
by her.
What a
And
genius.
I was the people on the bus were laughing at me.
Yeah. Yeah, she fooled you, dude.
Yeah, there was like this dude tapped me and was like, "Oh, she said you're done. She said you're done, man." I was like, "Yeah,
What?
yeah."
Oh.
Like I was done sitting
Okay,
there.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. I thought she said more in Spanish and like
No, this was another
she
person.
said
There were
you were done.
multiple people trying to communicate with me about how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What were her
I had
carts?
0
Like
carts.
how large?
I like
I hear
the
if you
vertical
get carts.
cart.
What does that mean?
What?
Like what kind of cart? Like I don't understand. I'm
Like,
imagining
it's
something
vertical.
very large.
Yeah. Like you know, like the a cart, but it's vertical. Like you could put stuff in it, like vertically.
I mean, that could be literally so many things. Like just- a cart is so generic.
Like,
But no, I
like, oh
did
my
hear-
god, oh my god! It's one of those carts where you can fold it up, and it has two
Uh-huh.
big wheels and 2 smaller wheels, and you can put stuff in it vertically.
Okay.
You remember I bought one at Goodwill our freshman year because I wanted us to get in it and roll down a big hill.
I do remember that, but I can't visualize the cart.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's this vertical cart. I can't imagine it. I don't know why.
It was a vertical cart, my man.
Okay, I gotta study up on my vertical carts. I think because my brain is lacking on the vertical cart memory right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Unfortunately.
It's okay.
What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess
Got your seat
we
stolen.
should get into Beetlejuice. Yeah, like I have some other stuff, but maybe we need to
Get
get
into
to
BBLatrix.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, yeah. It's Beetlejuice though.
So there's 2 comments. Well, yeah, there's 2 comments that need reading. The first on episode 28 is just did we not tell BBLatrix to at least attempt to shorten? Because here's a little glimpse at it. I haven't written that many words in my lifetime, I don't think. But this one reads...
Your whole life?
Ever. Never have I written that much. This
Stupid.
reads... So this episode... Begin quote. So this episode was certainly something for the books, I'll tell you that much. I'm so sorry for your circumstances, Lucas. I'm sure a place for you to stay will turn up eventually. Maybe you'll run into
You
a
were
TikTok
right.
influencer.
You were right.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay. We gotta take BBLatrix to a casino, maybe, because...
Yes, $1 million on red, please.
And, okay, wait, think about this. $1 million on red, $1 million on black.
Winner,
And
winner, chicken dinner.
and on green.
You literally can't lose.
You can't lose. All right. I'm sure a place for you to stay will turn up eventually. Maybe you'll run into a TikTok influencer and they'll offer you a bed to sleep in and a shower to bathe in at their content mansion. Content mansion. My bad. I was using it in the wrong way.
It is a similar spelling though. It's a similar spelling.
Well, it is actually the
The
same
same-
spelling, and so I was just
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I thought you were describing the mansion, not like saying what the mansion was. You know what I'm saying?
The mansion was content though, wasn't it? It was content. It was content though. The mansion.
With being a content mansion. Although I can't offer you any of those things, just know that I am sending many bungalow blessings your way from my nice, comfy, clean bed and my nice, comfy, clean clothes that I am wearing on my nice, clean, and not stinky body.
Shut up, people at Tricks. Your bed sucks. I bet you pee in it. You poop in it.
Rubber sheets or whatever. Dude, your sister was telling me about like pads for beds. Like put like for pee pee poo poo into bed and stuff.
Why are you talking to my sister about pee pee poo poo bed pads? Why?
Because I'm in the market. I'm in the
Why?
market.
Oh, you having trouble?
And
are you
sometimes.
experiencing discomfort?
Probably like 80% of the nights. First and foremost, I need to address something in this episode that truly stunned me. Lucas, my sweet summer child. I don't know what that means. Why on God's green earth did you not even have the slightest suspicion that your perverse schoolmate back when maybe had ulterior motives with the pictures of your feet? I first was astounded when you began telling the story, but the moment you began unsheathing your dogs and went on to demonstrate the pose you were asked to create, in public during broad daylight nonetheless, I quite literally stopped in my tracks. I was in the middle of preparing dinner for myself and immediately froze and put my hand to my mouth, utterly nonplussed.
Oh, wait,
does that
grow
mean?
up, Beatrix. Grow up. First of all, I sent the feet pics to the guy because I was in middle school. I didn't know about the ulterior motives. Second of all,
That's so fair. That's so fair.
I was homeless. You can do whatever you want when you're homeless. I was
Did you-
putting my feet out and showing you guys my feet. I was this close to showing you how I wash my booty in the shower with no pants or underwear on. I was homeless. You can do whatever you want. I
actually had to see-
literally 2 days ago saw a dude rolling around on the ground on the sidewalk right next to a dead pigeon and dog Dookie.
From Johnny Test?
Yeah.
Did you ever mention that the feet man was the suit guy at school? He was the one. You know, every school has the guy who wears a full suit. That was our guy.
Dude, you are making this so much worse for me.
Why? Oh, 'cause it's the suit guy?
Yeah. Evil Tricks
Alright,
is going to
well.
be like, Lucas, you didn't know the suit guy was playing you? But Jacob,
Going
he
on.
looked fly as hell in those suits.
He did. They did look good. I was like,
That's why
I
everybody
wanna
respected him.
The suit kids are crazy because you're still growing when you're in like middle to high school. So it's like you're just getting suits that you're throwing away in like 6 months.
I stopped growing in 8th grade, so...
So anyway, it says, my mother, who was sitting in front of me, looked at me and asked if I was okay. Thank heavens she was on the other side of my laptop, or she most likely would have fainted. Talking about your lower extremities, your feet.
Are my feet so hideous, Beatrix? Is your mother would have fainted?
She can smell them through the
Just continue.
screen.
Yikes!
Okay. You're about to get evicted from your newly rejoined apartment.
Honestly, I miss the freedom of being able to just be able to pull out my feet in my bungle in public, rolling around.
Oh, you're reminiscing about being homeless?
Yeah, I mean, it's
know.
like my bed's too
You can
soft.
still do those things.
My
You can still
bed's
do
too
those
soft.
things.
No, my bed's too soft. The shower burns me now. I don't have a good variety
kinda
of
like-
food either.
It's kind of like Shawshank.
I've been
Where it's like-
institutionalized.
Yeah, and you kind of want to go back to being homeless because it's all you know.
Yeah, it's like I have like I buy food at the store, and that whatever I buy lasts me for like 4 meals, you know? So like I have to have the same thing 4 meals in a row.
Yeah,
Back when I was on the street, I would just rummage around in the trash and I could have a new thing for every meal. It was like
You're
a
eating,
donut
like-
for breakfast. It was like Panda Express for lunch. And it was like scraps, so you get a lot too. You have to eat like 6 meals a day in order to like get enough caloric intake.
or else a vulture is gonna come grab you or something.
Right.
You know, like a buzzard or something.
The buzzard
I
beater.
regret. Write that down. I regret spending so much time talking about this, but oh my god, dude. In the coming years, when you guys go viral and become famous, that clip will haunt you for the rest of your days, mark my words. I'm not
Why
a
will
foot
it haunt me?
fetishist.
Why will it haunt me? I'm the victim.
The video, you showing your feet, will haunt you.
I was a victim. I was reenacting when I was assaulted.
I know. I guess your feet are just gross, according to BBLatrix.
I'm sorry
not
you're
a foot
disgusted
fetishist.
by my assault reenactment.
In fact, I have quite frankly detested feet all my life. I even hate my own, but even I know that ghastly position you put yourself in is the titular pose for all those who indulge in such beastly acts. I digress and apologize for going on such a tangent, but I couldn't go on without making sure your feeble heterosexual mind understood how insane doing that in public was. That seems racially motivated or something. I don't know. There's something in there that
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying buzzwords that I hear on the news. I don't know. Moving on now. I also blow my
news?
nose. Yeah, I just listen to the news sometimes. I also blow my nose in my hand while in the shower all the time. I've never thought about the fact that
Yes.
maybe a future partner might not find that appealing, but I'd hope that if we were to ever get to the point in our relationship where we'd feel comfortable enough to shower together, that they'd also feel comfortable enough to witness me blowing my nose with my hand. Although, I will note that the act had never really seemed peculiar to me, as I had heard my father do it since I was a child. It may just be a Latino thing or something, but I could be wrong. Nothing?
Oh.
I thought you were gonna make a comment. I don't know. I thought you were gonna make. You usually chime in after every few sentences, but apparently.
You know, I was going to say, what do you mean you could hear your dad doing it?
just like from.
Don't you mean you could
when
see
the dad
him?
would be showering. No, when the dad would be showering, you could like hear him blowing his nose
How do you know that's what he's doing?
because if it's like a loud noise. You never heard a man like just who's blowing his nose super loud?
Well, what if he's just
another room.
what if he was just making a big fart?
Oh, yeah, that's true. He had like a
'Cause
fibrous diet.
like a nose blowing sounds like God, that made my tongue itch.
Itch it quick. Itch your tongue. It says
I'm good. I am good.
I don't think it doesn't seem like it. It says, I'm realizing now that this episode has been very bodily function centric, and I don't know how I feel about it. Please never do those showering motions with your hand ever again, Lucas. I found it disturbing, but passerby might find it even more disturbing if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, no, I get
Don't
that,
watch-
and that's what I'm
huh.
saying. Like, I won't do that anymore now that I'm not homeless. That was just a homeless thing.
It was a homeless thing. You're allowed to do those kinds of things when
You're
you
allowed. I'm
own.
telling you, like, I'm serious. You're allowed.
I think by law, doesn't it say in the law you can
You're required.
pantomime bathing?
No, you're
you're
required
homeless.
to do it. They make you.
Is there like an underground thing where they teach you all these rules when you become homeless?
No, it's
Or I
just
guess
like
maybe-
how a bee just knows. It's like how a bee just knows how to make the honeycomb. You become homeless, you just
Yeah.
know to like wipe your butt with your hands in public.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't watch the new Captain America movie. It was horrible. I was also a very big Marvel fan, but similar to you, I have developed less of an appreciation for them after the recent piles of slop they've been releasing. Finally, to address your request of a punishment for you both for posting late. Thank you for posting on time this week, BTW. I wanted to think of something that would actually be a punishment, but would only humor me and no one else. My mind isn't very creative, though, and I happen to be coming from watching a reissued Twilight Eclipse in theaters, so the only thing I landed on was letting me follow you guys on Letterboxd. Considering me worthy of a follow back will be left up to you, though.
Yeah.
If not that,
yeah,
then
you
can
wish.
just let's just move on to the other option. If not that, then you could just slap yourselves in the face like 5 times or something I didn't know. What are you, a dunce? Slap yourself in the face 5 times. You couldn't conjure up you're using all these beautiful
Yeah.
this vocabulary. Thanks, Lucas, for the support. Sorry for the very long comment again, but there was much to be discussed. In the meantime, long live Edward Cullen, and I don't know why his name just came back to me all of a sudden, but long live Patrick Zweig as well. Was that long enough for you?
Thank you for the comment, Beeblatrix. I
Yeah.
did finish all of the Twilight movies. Breaking Dawn Part 1 was by far my favorite movie. Jacob, I don't want to spoil it for you. Can you please plug your ears for a second?
Yeah, no problem.
Is that funny? Is that funny to you, or what is that face? What is that face? What is that? Stop! Stop! Cut it out!
Did you just pretend to speak?
No, I probably just yelled so loud that it didn't pick up on the Zoom. So,
That
because I
must have
yelled
been what
pretty
happened.
loud.
It was just silent.
Sorry. Sorry. I actually wanted to say something about Breaking Dawn Part 1, but Jacob won't take his AirPods out, and I don't want to spoil it for him.
Okay.
Oh, he appears to be. So, guys, whoever is Team Jacob, legitimately, who is doing that? He like, hello? he is in love with not a child, not a young teen, an infant. An infant baby. I think whoever is on Team Jacob, you belong in prison right next to him. So, I've said my piece. Come back. Come back. Come back.
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
You said whoever's on Team Jacob, there's your, what did you say? I could hear everything. My MacBook started playing the audio whenever I took my AirPods out. He said he's like in love with an infant and who could ever be on Team Jacob and stuff.
You can't be serious right now.
Oh, I'm Crystal.
Why have you done this?
I
Why have
didn't
you
do
done
it.
why have you done
I
this?
didn't do it. It played. It just transferred the audio to the computer when I took these out. It
Okay,
was like,
then
oh,
how
we're
come
actually-
how come when I was telling you to come back, you were like not hearing me, and I had to like go motion for you visually to come back
because
you had headphones. Why are you pretending you couldn't hear me?
Because I wanted to just never admit it, but in the split second after I pretended to not be able to hear you, I was like, I gotta just share. I heard the whole thing.
That is so upsetting to me. I just spoiled probably the second biggest plot twist in the whole franchise.
The twist is he loves infants.
Do you not believe me?
Just saying, it's a weird. That's a weird. Okay, do we want to read BB Bellatrix's second?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
Like,
This
oh
one's
my
a lot
God,
shorter. This is on tribulations. I imagine homelessness and the abrupt isolation from one's husband can generate many tribulations. Is that true? Are we?
No. Jacob, are you serious?
Oh.
You don't know?
Well, I don't know. That's what BB Eldrick said, so I don't know. My heart is with the Bungalow Boys at this time. Although you both will be missed, take as much time as you may need to overcome these hardships. I hope we will meet again soon at the junction. Long live Lucas and Jacob. With a little minuscule red, I believe it is a heart.
Should we give context to that? That was Beeblatrix's comments on our last post, which was not a full episode. It was just an update explaining that we were going through some very difficult things, and that's why we haven't been posting. But we already talked about
Lucas.
why we weren't posting, so we don't need to get into it again.
That's true. That's true. How long have we been going?
We've been going for 48 minutes.
Okay, so it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. All right.
I don't know if you guys saw Bean. Yeah. He's standing on the old bed today. He's just rowdy. He gets rowdy sometimes if I feed him too much sugar. And so he's having a little bit of a sugar rush.
Yeah, he's not real. He's not alive.
Today.
He's not.
He's having a...
He's not alive. So.
What?
All right. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Mountains and large ones, and flatlands and fjords, those swirling bodies of water surrounded by rocky cliffs thousands of feet high. Hans led the way in such an easy manner that I began to believe that he could indeed lead us anywhere, even to the center of the earth. We left the horses and began to climb Mount Sneffels in single file. Hans led the way along paths so narrow that two men could not pass. There was no time nor place for conversation, so we climbed in silence. As we advanced, the road became difficult. Rocks broke under our feet and went rushing off the side of the mountain into the plains below. The cold was intense, and the wind blew violently. We had to avoid constant falls, yet Hans moved up the slopes as if he was walking across a flat plain. We spent the first night on the side of the crater, too excited to eat or sleep, but sleep finally did come, and the morning brought a And here is our picture. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Bungalow Junction. I hope you really enjoyed this episode of Bungalow Junction.
Because it was the best one yet. It was the best one yet.
It was actually the best one yet. Now, wasn't it? Anything else you want to say before we leave?
Little throwback with this shirt. Lucas got me this shirt. Because I don't know even who this is.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you name one of her songs? Come on, you can name one.
The Chappelle Show.
Chappelle, yeah. That's good. That's funny.
Is that one of her songs? The Chappelle Show.